Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Splatoon 3 video. In this video, I'm going to compile all the current information that we have about the Splatoon 3 story mode. First things first, we see that Captain Cuttlefish is being replaced by Agent 3. We understand that Captain Cuttlefish is still in the game, as we've saw in the Return of the Mammalians trailer. We also see Callie and Marie in a more winter themed attire. We're gonna be in this snowier environment, especially in the later stages it seems, and we're also gonna be going in some sort of rocket ship, as seen by the zoom out at the end of the Return of the Mammalians trailer, showing the big rocket ready to launch, but also in a short clip in the middle, seeing how your agent is going through it. In terms of the anime of the story mode, we don't know a lot, but we know it has something to do with furry goo and all the fur themed enemies, along with this rainbow ink. What this is, we don't entirely know, but we know it's very unlikely to be DJ Octavia, as we see near the end him getting defeated, and it's very unlikely that they would show the final boss in the first ever trailer. Some of the fur themed enemies we already know about are the basic Octarians, rapid fire Octarians, Octocopters, furry variations of them. There are these bigger, more intense bullet type bombers that come towards you, like the types we've seen in Splatoon 1 and 2, although we've got bigger versions in the next one, and this is probably gonna provide a bigger explosion and a more intense explosion. We've also got the furry ink stamps, as well as flying Octarians. We also have the more complex Octolings. These are pretty much the basic Octoling design, same clothes for the most part. They have these rainbow ink goggles, as well as furry red hair. Apart from that, there's not a lot that is different to them, apart from their design and their quite unique structure. The trailer we were given was purposely quite vague, and so we don't know a lot about it. All we have is interesting scraps of information that don't necessarily fit in with each other, but tell us a lot. One of these things is the change in outfit. Now, for half of the trailer, the Inkling that you play as, or Octoling, has this very odd clothing on the second half. Instead of a normal ink pack, it's a water bottle, and the clothes are quite ragged and put together, whereas in the first half they have a modern ink pack. Now, they also, accompanied with that, have a quite modern weapon and state-of-the-art armor. What this is, and whether or not it's a simple change of costume you can have at any point you want to customize your story mode character, or whether or not it's something to do with the story, where as the story progresses you get betrayed or you have to change. That is purely up to speculation, and if you know something that I don't, make sure to tell me, because this is something not many people know about, and we're just gonna have to wait to find out the answer. One thing to note is that the backgrounds seem to be quite different from each other, but we seem to see a recurring background theme in each kind of level. Perhaps in each section you have key points before beating the story mode. Perhaps in each of those key points we have a different background panorama, as seen in a few screenshots and in the trailer. There seems to be a cityscape, some sort of modern abstraction, a nice sunset theme, and a foggy one. The final and probably most important thing to note is that your little buddy is with you, and he goes along the story mode adventure with you. Now, we kinda knew this from the very first trailer, the announcement, because you don't see little buddy in the plaza at all. But we never knew before the trailer of the Return of the Mammalians came out that it had a big role. So the role it has is that you can progress in the game, but you cannot touch the furry ink. The difference is the little buddy can touch the furry ink, and not only can do that, but he can suck that all up and allows you to progress through that. Now, could we use him as perhaps a side ability to throw other enemies? We don't know, and we don't exactly know how this works or how touching this ink really works from the first person view, but I'm excited to find out, and that is more or less all we know. Now, if I did miss anything, please feel free to tell me. Obviously there are little details like, for example, secret notes, scraps, but those are all very small things and only provide to obscuring things we want to see. But if I have missed anything, let me know, and until next time, goodbye.